Hey, Geekscapists, welcome to a brand new Geekscape podcast. I'm Jonathan London, your host. If this is your first Geekscape, strap yourselves in for some pop culture talk, movies, video games, comic books, TV, and in this instant, we're going to be talking a lot of music. My good friend Kevin McCaffrey is in from Singapore, and he's got a brand new band called Best Laid Plan. You can listen to it. Oh, I'm sorry, you just did. Our intro music that you've been listening to for months is the first track on the Best Laid Plan EP that's currently up on all streaming services. We're going to talk a bit about the EP, putting it together remotely because Kevin's in Singapore. His bandmates are, I don't even know where they are, but we're going to find out, all over the map. And we're going to talk about music. We're going to talk about movies, video games, comic books, TV, all of that stuff. So this is the place to be if you want to talk some pop culture, some new stuff. It's crazy. There's new stuff every week. We have the Big Brothers Big Sisters Geekscape charity holiday drive happening on my birthday, December 5th. So it's going to happen on all our Geekscape channels. So for sure YouTube, but all the streaming channels. It's going to be a long charity, like 12 plus hours. Matt Kelly has the whole thing locked down. There's going to be a Geekscape episode as part of it. You're not going to want to miss it. And we have a blast doing that because the entire network's involved. So the whole Geekscape network is making content for that live stream. In that live stream, we've got musical guests, all sorts of things. We're going to have Best Laid Plan play next year with maybe a pre-recorded video or something and send it in and have it be part of the charity stream. But every year, Geekscape gets together for some good. And we raise some money donating. You can actually go to geekscapegives.com right now, and you can donate if you want to get a head start. We have our goal each year, and it's just a blast seeing all the content that the Geekscape network provides. I think we have like 40, 50 shows now. I can't even keep track of it. Matt Kelly's a madman. I gave him the keys to the network, and not a day goes by where I regret a single decision because he loves it, and I love passionate people. Speaking of drives and things that we're doing, Paul London, Hear the Prophecy Part 2, the second issue, and what is going to be a 6-issue series. I hate to tell you, I'm going to get real annoying making a 6-issue series, and we're only on the second issue, is on Kickstarter right now. If you go to herooftheprophecy.com, you'll end up on the Kickstarter page for Paul London, Hear the Prophecy. As of the recording of this, we're at 65% of the goal. Nah, that ain't gonna cut it, dog. We didn't make 65% of a comic. We made 100% of the comic. It's got 2 more pages of the last comic. So we're going to need your help in getting there and paying for it. Comic's done. We're just refilling the coffers here. So we set up for issue number 3. There's also a Super Action Man comic that we paid for that is being drawn right now. So we got multiple comic books coming out from Geekscape. And as we pay for these things, which we love, it's a passion, we're not going to stop. We want to sell them to you through Kickstarter or at the Geekscape booth at Comic-Con or wherever. And that helps us pay for the next one. And it's not a perfect business. It's just we're storytellers. And we love telling stories. So we love getting those in your hands more than anything. But it's nice to not totally lose our shirts when we're doing it. That might be my mom in the background. If you heard a door open, I've got my mom here for Thanksgiving. And we delayed this episode recording live. Oh, that's Heidi. Hey, gorgeous. How are you doing? About an hour before this recording started, really up until 30 minutes before this recording happened, I had both my mom and my brother here having dinner with Ophelia, with Heidi. And it was just fucking insanity. The Thanksgiving crunch is on. It's insane having everyone here in my place and hosting with a newborn, with a toddler. But it's like Heidi and I are the adults. Let's count it off. We got a toddler. There's my brother Paul, who professionally took chairs to the head for a decade plus, and my mom, who some days are better than others. She's perfectly healthy, but needs some assistance. So I kindly told Kevin in Singapore, hey man, can we push an hour? Because it's insane. This is an insane place. In about an hour ago, and there's Ophelia just under camera walking around. So this is Geekscape. We're gonna now get to Geekscaping. We talked hear the prophecy. Go help us with our goal. Geekscape Gives. Be ready for the Geekscape live stream coming up on the 5th. And that's that. This is Geekscape. Let me run the credits. Let's get ourselves a Geekscaping. Let's come back with Kevin McCaffrey from Singapore talking punk rock, movies, TV, comics, and best laid plan. How's it sound? Let's go. All right, Geekscapists, welcome to Geekscape. Let's get the show started. I'm sorry, my brain was a little scrambled eggs. I promised to keep together. I've been doing this for a while. I've been broadcasting for over 20 years, and I started broadcasting with a man that is on the show now. I'm going to add him. His name is Kevin McCaffrey. We started college radio together. And the greatest thing about it is we pretty much finish each other's sentences. So at times I will be hosting this episode, and sometimes he's going to be hosting the episode because we started college radio together. We had a show for 4 years on both the college radio and on WXPN 88.5 Philadelphia. And rock and roll. Here's Kevin, and he's in Singapore right now. Hey man, welcome to the show from Singapore.
Yes. The sound effect. And that is actually in the back of my room. There's a guy back there that just does that for these moments.
What is his name? What's his name?
I don't want to go there. The only thing that popped in my mind is can't be said on radio.
What's his name? Hey man,
Pirate Pete. It's Pirate Pete. It's Pirate Pete from the intro.
Arr, dude. How long have you been in Singapore, Kevin?
Man, this will be my 5th year. I was in Manila for 5 years before that. I was in Japan for 3 years before that. I was in Taiwan for 2 years before that. So I'm basically Asian. My wife's Filipino, so I can say that. That's authorized.
The other thing that we're doing new this episode that I didn't say anything is YouTubers get a chance to watch this in both landscape and vertical. Like all this stuff is being added way too aggressively, but it's happening. Jason Elliott in Houston says, "What up, Mr. JL? Happy early Thanksgiving to you and your family. Thank you. The insanity started 2 days early with Paul and my mom coming over for dinner tonight. My mom's staying here, but Paul came over and we had dinner, and it was just it's too much. So like Thanksgiving, I don't know. It's too much. My mom is always like, she's a little underfoot, like trying to help, but it doesn't help. It just like she just gets in the way. How's your mom doing? I haven't seen your mom in a long time. Like, is she
awesome.
like that?
She's awesome. So both my parents are back in the States, Arizona, California. That's where I'm originally from. But yeah, they're doing great.
But she doesn't do that thing where she's like, Juanito, where does it go? And then she puts it where it doesn't go.
My mom does lots of things, and at this point, I just learned to tolerate them. Great thing, Mom, if you're out there watching, because I'm sure she will be. I love you. But that's just life. That's just what happens.
It's just easier for me to be like, hey, Mom, like, you're not in charge anymore. Like, I don't think you've been in charge for 30 years. Like, I need you to, like, I'll do this thing where she wants to take photos of the kid or videos of the kid. Like, they love each other. Ophelia loves her Wita. My mother loves Ophelia. But my mom doesn't live here. She wants to make videos and movies or photos to take with her. And so I'll be like, hey, can you watch Ophelia real quick? I'm going to run this trash outside, which will take 1 minute. I'm going to dump it and I'll be right back. And I'll walk out the front door. And my mom will come to the door and be like, wait, where are you going? And I was like, I looked at you in the face from a foot away and told you where I was going. But the second I walk away, because she's on the phone the whole time. She's like a teenager or something. Like, she's on the phone. And this is the scary part. As I walk out the door, Ophelia wants to know where daddy's going. And so she's going to walk out the freaking door. I don't want my toddler. My mom can walk out the door. Toddler cannot walk out the door. Don't want the toddler walking out the door. And so my mom, can you please put the phone down and pay attention to the kid who's walking around? Like, do not let her walk into the kitchen. Don't leave your pills out. Look like candy. Don't do that stuff.
For 18 years, maybe 40 years, they put up with us. So now it's our turn to return the favor.
But Juanito, if I put my pills away, I will forget to take them. Well, Mom, I'm a grown man. I'm just going to set a timer, and I will tell you when to take your pills. What do you say? You put the pills away. If you have laying around, my daughter's going to probably eat them. Why don't you put the pills away? Do not have your pills laying around. But Juanito, if I do not see the pills, I will forget to take them. Right. It's fine. I'll remind you.
Yeah.
So last night, 9:00, I knock on the door. She's singing in the, hey Mom, just a reminder, it's 9 a.m. Take your pill. This morning, I go off. I send her a text. I call her, hey Mom, it's 9 a.m. Just making sure you take your pill. But having it laying around like it's fucking like it's a Pez dispenser. Like, no, we ain't doing that with the toddler running around. It's crazy, but they love each other. She made these puppets. Oh man, where are these puppets? Oh yeah. Hold up. Video, you can watch this. Look at these puppets my mom made. Ophelia. Look at these puppets. Hold up. Okay.
So everybody, welcome to the show. My name's Kevin.
They're not bad. Kevin, check this out. Look at these puppets. And like Ophelia's, like we spoil the hell out of our daughter. And so like people are like, what can I bring your daughter? I told my mom, I was like, Mom, just straight up, just bring her like children's books in Spanish. Like we want her to speak more Spanish. Just bring her. She brought 3 of these things. I can only find 2 of them. But she look at these fucking things she made. Some of them were like nightmare machine. Look at this. You ready for this?
These homemade?
Yeah. My mom is an artist, so like she paints, she does all this stuff, and then she made these puppets for Ophelia. Ready? Jonathan's about to get a co-host right here. Hi, Kevin. So like she made these.
Well, come on, that's sweet.
It's not
that's
bad,
sweet.
right?
You gotta,
awesome.
You gotta appreciate
awesome.
that. It's gotta appreciate that,
right? So Paul and I. Or like, so last night, Paul and I have these puppets, right? And there's a dog one, right? Let me put the other puppet on the other hand. So we got these puppets, and you got Paul and I, and you've seen Paul and I together, and Paul's over, and we got these puppets, and we're going, hola, ¿cómo estás, Ophelia? Ophelia. We're doing these 2 puppets, right?
Do they have names? Are there names?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So Ophelia, like she's so sweet. She will like hug the puppet. She'll take the puppet and she'll hug him and be like, "Oh, sweet." Or she'll like, kiss the puppet, or she'll try and pet the dog. She calls dogs like wah, wah, because she sees a dog and she goes, wah, wah. And then but then she knows it's not human. She knows this is not this is not a living. She doesn't think that she knows this isn't a living creature. So look what she does. And of course, Paul's holding this puppet, and Ophelia walks over it and is like, touching the puppet. And then Ophelia's just like, there's your tongue, and just rips the tongue out. And so Paul is sitting there with the puppet going, hey, how you doing? Da, 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 da. And then suddenly Ophelia, like fucking Game of Thrones, cuts the tongue off. Like the puppet's like,
as you should. If you're the uncle and you're not doing that, you're doing.
If you're the dad, wrong. So Paul and I are sitting there, and Heidi's like, "What the? You're gonna give her a nightmare?" And we're sitting there running a nightmare factory with these puppets for her daughter, and she's loving it. She wants to destroy these things, but.
By the way, we're taking a screenshot of you with the puppet, and we're going to post that because this show has become something else. This show.
It's been fun. But yeah, she made these puppets. She brought the puppets. The puppets are my new co-hosts. And then it's been cool, like seeing them. I become like the third rung like Heidi's the parent she wants time with, and then Jonathan's like the bottom rung, and then when my mom showed up, Wita's like Abuelita is the one she wants to hang out with. So Jonathan's the bottom of the ladder now, and I'm just like, okay, fine.
As you mentioned in your intro, we've known each other for a long time, all the way back to university. So couldn't be more proud, man. I know how
Thanks,
difficult it
man.
is to run a show, to do Geekscape, to do Hero the Prophecy, to do Super Action Man. I mean, super exciting, but your daughter's the most important thing in your life.
Dude,
And
she's
so proud of you.
awesome.
Congrats.
And she's been to all these Comic Cons and stuff like that. Like, it's been insane. It's been so much fun. We went to Revenge of, it was like a Comic Con in like this comic shop in Eagle Rock called Revenge of, and like we saw our friends there. And at this point, like, people are just like, "Where's Ophelia? Where is she? We should walk around."
Yeah.
I wanted to meet Mike Alred, who did Madman, but I didn't get a chance. The line was just too long. Like, I waved at him, but I wanted him to sign my action figure. But I wanted to give him a copy of the Hero of the Prophecy. But guys, in all honesty,
You should have brought the puppet. You should have been.
Should have brought the puppet. I didn't have the puppet. Now I got puppets.
That
now
guy
I
gets
got
to the
puppets.
front of the line. That guy gets to the front of the line.
Hey, bring that freak out. You know what, officer? Get that guy away from me.
Yeah, exactly.
There's a tongueless puppet over there.
Yeah.
Paul's like, we need to get like yarn, like red yarn, so when she rips the tongue out, like a bunch of red yarn just spits out. Like she just like killed it. And then it's like, hey, like I'd rather her learn mortality by like a puppet than her like pulling the wings off a bug or something.
And
or,
it
like,
teaches a life lesson. Like, don't touch the knives.
Do
and then
not
like
rip
the
something's tongue out. She's straight up Game of Thrones. Richton grabbed this puppet's tongue and ripped it right off. And of course Paul rolled with it. What was the last I actually remember distinctly the first time that, I mean, obviously you've stepped on bugs and stuff as a kid, but I remember in kindergarten or first grade, we had a pretty, juvenile science experiment where there were fruit flies in a little, you grew up in Arizona, I grew up in Texas, so I don't think it's too different, but we had these little fruit flies that were in this little container, and in the bottom of the container was their food, which was like a gel, but it was an entire level of this stuff. It was like so like think of like a small cylindrical, like it's really small cylindrical little container. It had fruit flies in it, and at the bottom was this gel that was their food, but it was pretty thick. It took about like almost half of it. And you're supposed to write observations. You were supposed to be a junior scientist, right? And you're supposed to have these fruit flies, and you're supposed to say things like they have 2 wings, or they're very small, or they're about this size, or there are 30 of them, or I don't know. You were just supposed to write observations about it, like you're a young scientist. And as I'm observing them, I'm holding this packet with this container, and I turn it upside down, and the food slides. That was on the bottom. As I turn it upside down, and now it's on the top. Gravity just slid the thing to the bottom, and it smear killed all the fruit flies in it.
Massacred them all.
I fucking murdered like 30 fruit flies, and I was just like, oh shit! Like I felt like Galactus. What
was your
eating
observation,
a planet,
though?
You still have dead.
Yeah.
Their observation was they're dead. It's like they're not moving anymore. And I just remember having this fucking guilt, like I just wiped out this family of fruit flies. Like, oh my god! And they were all scared. And like when I looked underneath, like they're all like underneath this little pallet of food, and I was like, oh well.
I'm sure there's like a Rick and Morty episode about that.
Can I get another one? And now like I can't even play Pikmin and let them die. Like I'll reset the fucking level if one of my Pikmin like falls in the water and dies. You know what I'm talking about with that game Pikmin?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, Pikmin's like a Game Boy, like a Nintendo game, and you lead this troop of little plant creatures that you grow on an alien planet, but they help you like break down barriers. Some are water based, like the blue ones can live in water, but the fire ones, the red ones, do not throw them in water. Electrical ones, like don't throw only the blue ones in water. Or like if there's fire, the red ones can walk through the fire, but do not expect the other ones to do it. And so using like their little elemental strengths and weaknesses, you have to navigate this place and like grab resources and explore and all that stuff. But like and toss them at enemies and things like that. But if you use the wrong ones, they start dying, and as they die, they go and you see their little ghosts wisp up into the air. Like you
Dude.
see their souls leave their body, and it's traumatizing as hell. And you're just
That's
like,
like
no.
that old video game Lemmings. Did you ever play
Oh
Lemmings?
yes, of course,
You literally launch them
of
off cliffs
course,
to like form
dude.
a human bridge. It's
Yeah, yeah, and like if you aren't,
anybody
if
who
you
played
don't
Lemmings out
legit,
there, you probably are in line for Medicare pretty soon.
if you
But,
don't
but
legit, if you don't legit look out and like if you don't legit like play. I mean, Lemmings was my game back in the day,
yeah,
but I tried. We tried on the Christmas stream that we're doing again. Like I think the first or second Christmas stream, we were looking for games to play online to like show the audience, and they were Christmas themed. And I said, you guys should play Christmas themed Lemmings. Remember there was a Christmas themed Lemmings. Holy
that's a deep cut.
holy shit, is that hard now? Like as a like now that you like spoiled with better video games, Lemmings is actually pretty annoying to play. Let me show you this.
All of those old school games, I think we've had this conversation, like Battletoads,
Well,
toughest game
Battletoads was
ever invented.
never Battletoads was
Ever
never gonna
invented.
happen. That was never Battletoads was never gonna be an easy game. And
By the
the
way,
only time I
audience,
beat
we beat it. We
yeah,
beat
the
it.
only time I
Excuse
beat it
me. How did we beat it?
a fucking emulator, dude. We cheated so hard.
What was the name of the emulator?
Oh, I actually don't
Nesticle.
know.
Nesticle. Because for all of you who don't know, the NES, Nintendo Entertainment System, is emulating that, so they call it the Nesticle.
Okay, so this is the like these are the Pikmin right here from like Pikmin
Oh,
2.
okay,
Like so
okay.
these are the Pikmin.
I
And
like
so like
that.
oh yeah, but I get like attached to them, little creatures. So like I get sad when the Pikmin die, and they have a like lemmings, they have a really hostile environment. And so like the poison lemming is purple, I think. The red one, the blue one, there's a little poison lemming, I think is the white one. Electrical one is the yellow. And like you got to use them when you the environment calls for it. But if you do them wrong, or like one of the creatures in the environment like finds them and starts
No
eating them,
way. No
I
way.
can't. I reset the day, reset, we're done. I can't live with that. It's
I love those. I love those games. For all you viewers out there, you probably also know Harvest Moon. Like
oh yeah.
anything that requires like an emotional investment. That's like my game, dude. Like I've toiled over this Cabbage Patch for hours in
Dude,
order.
you played that religiously senior year
I, the,
N64.
the dumbest games of all
No,
time.
no, no, no.
I literally was so dumb. I imported the Japanese like Pokemon trainer battle in Japanese. So I didn't know how to play it. So I just like randomly mashed buttons hoping I could defeat my Poke trainer.
Well, let's talk that. Let's talk that because I remember summer '99. I gave you a Game Boy Color with
Hell
Pokemon
yeah.
Blue,
Hell yeah.
and
Classic.
I got myself a Game Boy Color Pokemon Red because we're like
And you could
we're
link them.
you could link them. And when I finished Pokemon Red and I got that Mewtwo, I went to Pokemon Yellow, and I got another Mewtwo, and I doubled up the Mewtwo. It was before no doubles. Jonathan didn't
Yeah.
care. You beat
Yeah.
something. He beat his Mewtwo when you use like 75% of your Pokemon trying to take out your Mewtwo. Well, guess what? Here's another Mewtwo. And then we got the OG. You got the OG game of OG game. That's like the best game. Pokemon Arena for N64.
Yes.
We could see these fools in 3D.
But it was Japanese. I had to import it. They didn't have an English version. So I'm sitting here.
So we're in your apartment playing that?
I'm mashing buttons and I've got no idea what it says. Like I'm trying to
I don't remember that.
Look at the katakana and guess it. Like, oh, this is a boru, like ball. Oh, it's a Pokeball.
We should have played it on Nesticle.
Yeah, dude.
I just remember that Battletoads. We would play like 3 seconds, get a little further in we get a little further.
Ratty.
It was so ratty. We'd get a little further on like the water level, or like lowering ourselves down
the jet ski level.
The jet ski, that fucking jet ski level. And then we get like one screen further and save it. Yeah, like 2 screens further and save it. And we just sporadically like start, stop. Oh, we died. We go back to the last save. Like we just start, stop, beat that game. It took hours that night. And then I met an actor early in LA, and he's like, "Battletoads, I beat." And I go, fuck you. I said, "The fuck you did." And he goes, "I mean, I used the warps, but I beat it." I don't know. That's true. That's garbage. Like it just did not happen, Kevin.
I've watched some YouTube videos. I've
where
seen
they
there's
use
like
the
some
warps.
there's some
Yeah, there's warps
timing
that
things.
immediately show right on the screen.
Yeah.
There's like this weird thing that shows on the screen right as you start to like scroll to a new screen, and you got to race to it, and it'll warp you. But come on, it's still impossible. Like it's still such a hard game, dude. I
I love
tried
it.
playing. I got this on the Switch too. I did the virtual console like the other night. I was trying to burn Steam, but I was like, okay, Heidi and Ophelia are in bed. I have energy. I'm gonna spend like 30 minutes or an hour playing video games, but I don't have the emotional investment to do
To
a
kill a pygmy.
Zelda. I'm not doing that.
No.
That'll keep me up all night. I'll be like, what have I done? What have I done? I didn't want to, I didn't want to like trying to like I'm OCD, so I didn't want to like start Mario Kart World because I just want to unlock all the suits, and I'll be like, where? I don't want to do that because I'm kind of getting obsessed about unlocking suits in Mario Kart World. You have to have all the characters, you have to have all the vehicles, you have to unlock all the suits. I'm just not there time wise to be able to do that because I won't come back from that. So I was like, let me play some virtual console classic NES games. And I threw up Rygar, which is a game I really loved back in the day. You know, where the dude has that freaking ping
Yeah,
pong thing,
yeah.
and the music's like, dun, 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 and it's like classic.
Classic, like 8-bit cheesy
Holy
tunes.
crap in a bucket did I suck at that game, dude. We were so good at games back in the day when we weren't just resting on like respawns.
Yeah.
You had to be good, dude.
Yeah.
That game doesn't have multiple lives. It has 3 health things. When you start out, you can get a 4th if you play well enough. But Rygar, it's not like you die and it's like, oh, you got 2 lives left. Maybe you'll get another life later down the. No. In Rygar, you got 1 life.
Yeah,
that's it. You better hope
there's
that
some
little
good
bat
there's some
creature
good
doesn't
like YouTube content creators out there about the consequences of old school video games.
What
We
do you
lack
mean?
the consequences, meaning like
Oh
all
yeah,
old school video games do not have pause, restart. You got to get to the end of the level. That's it, or you're dead. Eat 3 lives, you're done.
even the Konami code I think had a limit on the lives it provided. It was the Konami code. Catch me if I'm wrong, but like correct me if I'm wrong. But the Contra, when you played the Konami code, it gave you like 99 lives, but it didn't give you infinite lives. Is that correct? Could you still run out of lives, or was it
You
99?
probably could, but I don't think you would. I don't think you would.
Yeah.
So there were
best is
cheats. There were cheats, but like
yeah.
though if you played them straight up, first of all,
No.
the way that the mechanics were designed, they were crap anyway. It was
Dude,
really difficult to
some
like,
cheat shit, man. Like you ain't fucking you ain't beating Karnov, dude. Like don't even like Karnov will bust your ass.
So the old adage of like walking uphill to school through the snow both ways, like that is now our like you didn't play old school video games, man.
No.
You didn't.
No.
You didn't suffer.
And I've been spoiled. So like I actually got more PTSD than from Rygar than I would have gotten from the OCD of trying to unlock costumes in freaking Mario Kart World.
But
I should have just gone with
the new grind is unlocks. That I would say you're like I play a lot of Battlefield and Call of Duty, and like God, the grind to unlock camos, the grind to unlock you're like, oh, level up my weapon is gonna take me 18 freaking hours to play.
Yeah,
it's tough. Yeah.
I think the closest I would get to a FPS game at this day and age would be like a Star Wars Battlefront or something like that. Like that's sick. I love that stuff. I played with the idea of doing like Marvel Legends or something like that, but again, like the grind to get good at any of those games when a GTA 6 is just right around the corner with 4 more years waiting. Like you can just do that.
I'm looking forward to that. That's gonna
too.
That's a black hole. It's a black hole.
Yeah, but it's a black hole. It's not going to happen, Kevin. Like that game is delayed, and they keep saying it's going to be late 2026. Do you actually believe that? Like, we're going to have Kevin move back to the States before we get GTA 6.
Oh, you will. I'm coming back February.
Please.
So for anybody who's in the Bay Area, look me up. February 2026. It's truth.
No, get out of here. You've been saying no. Come on, you've been saying that, man.
It's confirmed.
Wait. Are you for real? Because I talked to you 2 days, like a day or two
February.
ago.
I told you that February.
No, you said that your work that is having you come to the States wants you to hire and find and hire and train your replacement.
Yeah, but that's going to happen like next month. So by February-ish, I'll be gone. So back to the band and everything. We're super excited because we're coming back to a group of musicians and artists and producers who are gonna
Rock Nerd Radio in the comments.
30 lives.
You only got 30 lives with the Contra code.
You know what? Respect Rock Nerd Radio.
And we
Didn't know
still
that off
beat
the
the
top of my head.
game. We were still
I
good enough
thought it
to
was
beat the
like I
game.
thought it was like 99.
I thought it was
I
99.
had no
I
idea.
thought, but if it was only 30, then shit, man, we were pimps. We were
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know?
Well, nowadays the reactions are a little bit slower, so you got to play the game differently.
Yeah.
Got to get
yeah.
Nesticle back out. Break out.
Yeah, 'cause that
Break out
Nesticle.
your Nesticle.
The Chat GPT generation.
A giant Nesticle.
Dude, that I forgot that the emulator was called Nesticle.
Fucking what a great name.
Dude,
And
I
you
love playing,
also
and I beat
like
Quackshot, one of the best Genesis games that's overlooked. Donald Duck in Quackshot.
oh wow, I
He's
didn't
shooting
even
plungers at the wall. Yeah, dude, you saw me beat that game. Like, because Kevin and I didn't have like friends beyond each other. We would just spend nights playing emulators and talking about what we're going to do on the radio and making up silly characters and stuff like that. And we would just
X-Wing
like
versus
play,
TIE Fighter. Spent
dude,
many hours on that.
Monkey Island 4,
Monkey Island, yes.
Leisure
Yes.
Suit Larry,
Leisure Suit Larry. That
Dude,
was a
Diablo 2.
that's right. All the OGs.
And you had that roommate you couldn't stand.
I won't mention them. I blocked that from my mind. I don't have those memories.
Okay, so let's talk best laid plan. Best laid plan is Kevin's brand new 5-piece band. Did I get that right?
You did, yes.
But the band has have you guys ever met in person?
It's a real
dog?
band. It's a real band.
I know it's
yes.
a real band. I'm not gonna say
And we
it's not a
have
real
been.
band.
Yes, we have. So okay,
Wait,
here's
what?
a story. Here's a story. Here's a story. So check this out. So forever, I've loved punk rock. You know, since we
course.
grew up in high school, in college.
We connected because there was a kid who came into my room for freshman year of college. They said there's a guy down the hall who has a Weezer poster, a Green Day poster, and an MTX Mr. T Experience poster. You got to meet this kid. And I was like, there's no way. There's no way. And I met Kevin at instant friends because
I was part of the original Weezer fan club back when Kylie and Michael would send you like updates with a signed headshot of the band. Like that's the origin story.
Rest in peace, Mikhail and Carly.
And then before I joined the military, so I spent 12 years in the military. It's kind of my background. I was working for a professional recording studio. All I wanted to do was play music for the rest of my life. I got fired from that job, which is a whole nother story. But
you showed up with a surfboard. Yeah, you got fired and immediately bought a surfboard.
What else is there to do?
You
Just
were
go out and lose
you
yourself.
were well
lose
ahead.
In the waves.
You were well ahead of grind culture, rising grind culture. You were like, rising, fuck it, I'm buying a surfboard.
Yeah, I still have that surfboard, by the way. It's in storage somewhere. But so I joined the military, and what people don't know about the military is that becomes your life. You lose all your hobbies, you lose all your everything that you do revolves around the military. But in the back of my mind, I'm always like, I got to come back to this idea because I had songs that I hadn't done. I had like all these like little recordings here and there. So during COVID, that was the time I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm finally going to put together all this stuff I've been compiling over the years. And I just so happened to meet two guys in Singapore, one of which was we were in a cover band together. We did like Weezer and other like tunes. And then another guy who knew Saves the Day. And Saves the Day, for all the listeners who don't know, was a really influential East Coast punk band that we kind of took its roots from hardcore and inspired a lot of like the 2000s era punk evolution. So that kind of like Warped Tour vibe. So like, I was like, dude, you know, Saves the Day? Like, what's the chances I meet somebody in Singapore who likes Saves the Day? So all throughout COVID, when it was like restricted here, you could only have one person over to your house. That's it. And they had to like register with the government and all this bullshit. We just wrote songs. That's all we did. So like real guys wrote these songs with me. So we were a trio originally. And then they had to leave. So the US Embassy guy wrote. US Embassy guy rotated back to like another assignment. The guy who was a Saves the Day fan went off to get his master's at some, you know, I don't remember what school, but nice school. And so we still in touch every day. We're still in touch. But then it was like on me. We had recorded all these demos, but it obviously wasn't finished. I couldn't release it. So the original plan was, okay, I'll just do it all myself and I'll release it. So I mixed it, I mastered it, and I released 2 singles. And I sung on all the albums. And it just wasn't the quality I wanted. Like, I knew we could do better. So finally I came back to this.
Sing some for us right now.
Came back to this. That's why I took myself off the album, buddy. No, I'm still on it. So like I'm in the background, I'm doing background singing, but I'm not consistent enough to be a great lead singer. So I found this guy online. Oh, actually, back up a little bit.
Okay.
For those of you who are listening who have ever heard of the band called Dynamite Boy, this
Yeah.
is one of the best punk rock bands that never got enough attention in
Agreed.
Austin, Texas. And John knew them growing up. And so we had a really close connection with these guys. And their lead singer is, I think, one of the best in the business. Such a
Oh,
great
thanks.
writer, such a great singer.
I just
And
talked
I,
to Sean 2 weeks ago.
yeah. And so
He worked
I
for Mondo, and then he worked for Mondo, the toy company. No, he worked for Funko, and Funko just
oh,
went bankrupt. But he worked for Funko, then started working for Funko like games division, which
how'd
is
they go
now,
bankrupt, dude? I love these
dude,
things.
Funkos were everything. I know, but they went bankrupt. It's too much. And then now he works for Goliath, which is the game division that split off from Funko, and so we talked about doing some stuff together, but it hasn't materialized. It's all good. But I talked to Sean like 2 weeks ago or a week ago. He's awesome.
So I had created this song that was totally an homage to his band Dynamite Boy because I just
Mm.
loved that band growing up, and I had this like, idea that was very Dynamite Boy. So I reached out to John and I said, "Hey John, do you have Sean's contact email? I would love for him to sing on this track." Because remember, I had all this material that I sung on, but it didn't really fit. And unfortunately, he couldn't do it. So I found this guy online who's in England, by the way. He's actually a UK guy, and he sounds just like Sean. And I was like, "Hey, his name's Dan." And I was like, "Dan,
Okay.
would you be interested in doing a couple songs?" So we did a couple together, and I was like, "Damn, actually, he's awesome." So then we did a couple more songs, and I was like, "You know what, Dan? Let's just do this whole catalog, this whole back catalog that I've got. Let's like roll out 6 as like a test press, and we'll do the whole thing up." So we did. And then I kind of needed a live drummer because the original drummer, we did it all on like an electronic kit, which if you know
Mhm.
anything about music production, they sound really great. You could barely tell the difference, but it's not live drums, right? It's very
Yeah.
different sound. So I got put in touch with a guy named Gideon Berger, who was the drummer for Useless ID, which was a band back in the 2000s for Fat Records.
Yeah. Well,
Really nice
yeah.
guy.
I love the Useless
Really
ID
nice guy.
guys.
So like that whole no effects, scene, he was really a part of it in the Bay Area. And so he helped me do the live session drums. So back to the band. Is it a 5-piece? Are they real people? Yeah, they're very real people. All of them played a part in either writing it or helping me with the production of it.
But Kevin, you guys have never been together in the same room, have you?
The 3 of us, the original 3, when we wrote all of these songs, we did. But now the kind of spread out band, no, we haven't. And so this is kind of where I came like, how do I promote this?
Yeah.
I'm doing this as a DIY. I'm self-funding it. Everything is coming out from this little home studio. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm using. And I decided let's create a concept where these are anime characters because I love anime. You and I love comics. I was a
Mhm.
One Piece fan before it was even a thing.
Mhm.
Let's do comics and let's tell a story and let's do something that is more than just music. And so that's where the narrative of this band came about. And if you go to our website, which I'll pitch later, there's a whole storyline and there's a whole kind of evolution of this band. But the main concept is they're rebels in this distant future dystopian planet where a one world government has taken over, and the only way to express that rebellion, that revolution, is through their music. And so a
Kevin,
lot of
can
the
you
story,
actually
yeah, go
throw
ahead,
me
sorry.
I'm sorry, I just want that URL now so I can put it in the
Yeah, yeah,
lower
yeah.
thirds.
So it's
Just put it in the private chat or something.
best laid plan.net. So very easy
Okay.
to remember.
Okay, cool. Like geekscape.net, but it's bestlaidplan.net.
Yeah.
I got you, dog. I got you, dog. Why am I saying
So
that? I have no idea why I'm saying that.
and also like watching Jonathan over the last 20 years for your viewers out there is very inspiring because this is another guy who is doing everything DIY for something he really loves.
Didn't
And
want to be DIY this long, but here we is. Have you seen the puppets? Whoa.
yeah, don't touch the knives.
Zing zing! Me and Matt Kelly just birds of a feather fell together.
But yeah,
Nice.
it was a long process. So if you start from COVID and you track it until when it released, so it released on November 21st, roughly 4 years, which is so sad to say, but it's because it went through all these different evolutions. And what's awesome is, and what I'm so proud of, is that this is 100% a labor of love and involved at every step of the process. So anybody out there who has a passion, who doesn't think they can do it without a team and you can do it. It takes 4 years. It takes a long
It
time.
takes a hell of a
It
long
takes a long
time.
time. but it's totally possible. And especially nowadays, with all the ways you can digitally record stuff and send files back and forth, it's never going to be like a professional release. You're never going to get that kind of quality. But hopefully that's what the second album is for. So this is the entry. This is the toe into the water.
I don't know, man. I think this album rips, and these songs kick ass. I love the intro. I love that. I loved using your first song on Geekscape as the intro. And I got to tell you, I think every song is really damn good, and you can hear like the stuff like the Useless ID influence and things like that. But there's a song that I think steps up beyond some of the others on this. There's a song Geekscape is go to bestlaidplan.net, learn more about the band, find the music on any streaming service. It's on Spotify, it's on all the stuff. Best Laid Plan. There's a song that immediately jumped out. I think this song's awesome. If we were to do a music video, and I'd love to do a music video, it's Nobody Wears Shorts in Japan. There's a song called Nobody Wears Shorts in Japan. It's hilarious. The references you make in this are so damn funny. It tells a story of being a gaijin, right? A weeb or whatever. And
true life story. Actually, real life story.
Yeah, and you step off the train in shorts, and what a faux pas that was. Tell the story there.
Bro, this is for real. Like, if you ever go to Japan, and I hope everybody gets a chance, because it's bonkers. It's amazing. It's exactly what you dreamed of and more. It's just so cool. Especially if you go to like a nerd-centric cultural center place where like Akihabara, where they've got all sorts of anime and stuff. It's just so cool. But nobody fucking wears shorts in Japan. Like, it is weird, dude. It could be 100 degrees outside and people are walking around in pants. So I was living in Okinawa. I was in the military.
And you're 6'3",
and I'm
white kid with red hair.
For those of you who don't know, Okinawa is like the Hawaii of Japan. So people are there in board shorts and like surfer bro and so that's what I was used to. I was wearing a bright orange t-shirt and shorts. And so I fly into Tokyo. I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna explore the city. Yeah, it's so cool. And I completely look like a fucking turd in a punch bowl, dude. There is a saying in Japan that the raised blade of grass gets cut. Kind of like the bent nail kind of theory. And like, I was the fucking raised piece of blade of grass, dude. Like, everybody was looking at me like, what are you, you stupid idiot foreigner? So I had this like theory for years that maybe it was just that day. But every time I went to Japan, nobody wears shorts. If you look around, anybody wearing a short, I challenge you to do this. Go right now and Google Japan street crossing, and everybody you see wearing shorts will be foreigners. There will not be a single Japanese person wearing shorts.
Crayon Shin-chan wears shorts. Look at the little guy. What are you talking about?
Okay. Kids are different.
Kids are wearing Crayon Shin-chan's wearing shorts.
School uniform. Their school uniform is shorts sometimes.
I keep Crayon Shin-chan on my desk, and he's wearing shorts. But
an adult.
You're also a 6'3", not just an adult male. You're like Shaquille O'Neal in Japan. You're walking around like freaking. The only other person in Japan as tall as you is freaking. Who knows? But you're 6'3" walking around.
So yeah, it's a fun song. So like, I think part of what I want to do. I want to do. By the way, that's unreleased. That'll be on the second album. So that's not on the EP.
That song's not on the EP.
No, it's not.
I checked out the EP. Wait, what did you send me a website and that song is on there?
Oh, yeah. I sent you those. Those are demos for the second album.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It sounds great.
But it's great.
I sent it to Matt Kelly. I sent it to Matt Kelly.
Perfect. Well,
he loves it, dude.
Use it.
So many of my friends think that song rips.
It's a demo.
That song's awesome.
That hasn't been recorded at all. It's just as me like sitting here doing whatever.
Get the hell out of here. It sounds great.
Thank you.
I'm down.
So like, I think like, if you look at like the punk records, rock records that we loved, like there's always like the Social Distortion, Bad Religion, political bands, which I think is great. And you need to have that if you want to be like true to the punk aesthetic. But it's also fun to be a total goofball like Blink-182 or Sum 41 and have those funny songs that just completely are oddballs and resonate with a different kind of mood. And so trying to mix those up, I think is the key. I want to stay within the lore, within the narrative of the band, but I also just want to have a fun time. And so that's what the second record is going to be. It's going to be a mix of that. And then just exploring new things as well, right? Like how do you deal with like some of the challenges in life that all of us are going through? And no matter what your age is, and no matter where you are in your life, there's just some things that they're hard to express or hard to talk about. But music is a way to express those things.
Dude, that's awesome. Rock Nerd Radio, which you guys should all check out on YouTube. He says, "This is the coolest conversation I've ever heard."
Dude,
we're in a lot of geek stuff.
I'm not in India, but I'm close. So namaste.
Namaste, my friend. Which
Namaste.
means thank you.
In Singapore, actually, really interesting.
Yeah, go for it.
Singapore, if nobody's ever been to Singapore, it is one of the very few places where Indian culture, Muslim culture, Chinese culture, British culture, it all lives here together. It's like literally outside my door, there's a church, there's a Buddhist temple, there's a Chinese, like kind of Confucian temple, and then there's a mosque, like within a city block. And it's the coolest thing. Now there's some drawbacks. There's some other things you have to deal with here that, every place has pluses and minuses, but that's why I can tell you, namaste. Yes. We still got it.
Just like old radio, we throw this out.
Still got it.
So there.
Oh, I love it. I still got it. Thank you. Shut the
hell up. Yeah. So so it's been a journey. One of the things I think that has been a huge lesson learned is if you try to do it by yourself, you're just going to get crushed. And that's what I tried to do the first 2 years. I tried to just like completely do it all myself. And it really took a team. So in addition to like the artists I mentioned that are part of it, there's some amazing producers I've worked with. There's some amazing artists that do all the anime. So shout out to Rover Studios in Vietnam, all hand drawn, all original artwork. And Winston Gambro, who you referred me to, did a lot of the design for my logo and also for the original character design.
Winston has a new book on Kickstarter now with our friend David Boer, Moloch the Damned. I think they just funded today, which is congratulations, guys. Congratulations. And Geekscape, the Geekscape is Winston is the designer and everything on Hear the Prophecy, and he'll be the designer on the Sam book. So Winston's amazing. I jumped at the chance of sending Winston over to you.
Yeah. So it takes a team, and it takes a while to get there, man. But it's totally worth it. My wife asked me the other day. You remember that quote in Black Hawk Down, like, "Why do you do it, Hoot?"
I watched the movie once and I read the book, but I don't remember that.
And then Hoot's like, "They'll never know why we do it. We do it because of the man next to us." All that kind of stuff. My wife asked me, "Why do you do it, Hoot?" And I thought about it, and I was like, when you're young or when you're just starting in music, it's because you want to get famous or you want to, be a rock star, or maybe you want to get rich or whatever. But at this point in my life, it's just about like sharing ideas and sharing concepts, and then forming a community. So like one of the big things I want to do is have people get invested, not just in the music, but in the story and in being part of that community. Because like what you built here on Geekscape, right? It's a huge part of your life.
Oh, I'm just trying to keep Matt Kelly off the streets.
Yeah.
I just want Shane O'Hare, Matt Kelly, all my children. I just want them to be okay.
And rightly so. So. And
my community, my family.
If we never make a dime, hopefully we can fund and not lose money. But if we never make a dime, that's cool. And if we never play a show, that's cool. But if people like the music and get the idea and they can share that with other people, that's why I do it, Hoot.
Namaste. I see the divine in you, and you see the divine in me.
By the way, please, everybody, when you see this, I live in Singapore. This is totally normal. We just do this on the street.
One of Ophelia's favorite books is all like Namaste, and Heidi's like all yogi and stuff like that. And so Heidi's like, let me get her a Namaste book because she loves this freaking Namaste book. But it is all about I acknowledge the divine in you. Namaste. We have a track of Kevin's from the EP. It's right here. We're gonna play it along right here. Yeah, get down, yeah.
So by the way, hilarious offside. I have a huge military community as well, because that's also a place where you have a tight knit group of friends. And I sent my EP to him, and one of the guys like, "Sounds like butt rock, man."
Oh, that sucks.
I'm like, Creed. I sound like Stain, like Dude.
Do not.
Can
like
you
Creed.
take me higher?
You
Great
do
song.
not sound like Creed.
Great song.
Not really.
That is a good
no.
song. Okay, Creed.
Get
That
the
is
hell out. No, it's not. Let me
Yeah,
tell you where I'm going to take you, Creed. Over to the trash, and I'm going to dump you in it.
you know what? That's not seeing the divine. That's not seeing the divine. in
No,
Creed.
I don't namaste Creed. Heidi is easily, you know how people say your wife's the better half? Like with Heidi,
Yeah.
she is so blatantly the better half that no, I'm still trying to, I'm still aspiring to that level of namaste and enlightenment that Heidi long since has achieved. I don't have space for butt rockers and Creed in my temple, the temple, but I was just joking. That was StreamYard putting like more songs and stuff into our
Yeah. We had joked about it.
yeah, StreamYard has like these songs that they're like, do you want to add music to your add background music to your stuff? And I was like, look, not really. Hey, welcome to my podcast, and today we're going to be talking to hey, welcome to no.
I'm hoping this adds to the effect. I don't know.
Here's one, Kevin. You don't know what's coming. You know it's
I don't.
coming, but
This is not
these
rehearsed.
are all StreamYard's new features. I can add music. Like if you were to send me one of the songs, I could play it here. But
That's cool.
But here is a song. You tell me. You ready? What kind of radio show is this? We did radio together for 4 years. Are you ready? Let's do this. Hey, what's up, listeners? On your morning drive, we have some hits coming up from our good friend Kevin McCaffrey of Best Laid Plan. Send you on the way to start your day. This sucks.
So
No,
keep your feet on the ground, but keep
your
reaching
feet
for
on the
the
ground.
stars.
Oh, here's one. Good night, everybody. It's a beautiful day. This one's called Night Driving.
No, this is
How you gonna-
more
people
like
are gonna
this is
do
more
it.
that's more like an erotic book reading, like 50 Shades of Grey as narrated by Catherine Zeta-Jones.
No, you know what this is? This is like like 50-year-olds in like a jacuzzi.
Sexually.
Yeah, we're almost 50 years old.
Indubitably.
This is like two 65-year-olds after a Jimmy Buffett concert. Hey, I'm just gonna set the mood, babe.
Yeah.
Picks up somebody. Yeah, here's one.
Oh, that
This one's called Into Space.
you've never heard these before, have you?
No,
You just
no.
you're just
I'm
guessing.
exploring
You're just totally
StreamYard's
guessing. Yeah.
free offerings. They're like,
This is Pikmin. This is you
yeah, this
playing
sounds like
Pikmin,
Pikmin.
bro.
Yeah, this is Pikmin music right here. I like this. Is the one
Radish.
I like this one. It's like, let's go pick up a bottle cap. Yeah, I should get the puppets back out.
Oh, that is puppet music.
Here's one. That's puppet music. This one's called. I'm not gonna tell you. Daydreaming. These aren't. No offense,
You know what,
StreamYard, these are
yeah,
not exciting.
I'm pretty sure these are AI generated.
Yeah. Oh, here's one. This one's called Feeding the Ducks. This one's called Feeding the Ducks. Like, why is this called Feeding the Ducks? Hey, girl.
Going to the party and I saw a little girl and I wanted to. It's like an old school DJ Jazzy Jeff and Will Smith rap. Nightmare on my street. But it's more like it's kind of got like a soul vibe to it. So it's got a little bit of sensuality.
Yeah.
I mean, remember Serge Gainsbourg? Ooh,
Of course.
Oh,
Ooh la la.
je t'aime. Guys,
This is
going off the rails. I apologize.
And if you want to roll through and maybe see what's on the TV, I've got a new bottle of wine and jacuzzi that takes only about 10 minutes to warm up. And I've got a jar. I'll put you on that bearskin rug. And
Yeah, 100% pure bearskin.
Listen, I got
Sensual candles.
I went to Costco and got a jar of Crisco.
Pumpkin
can-
spice.
Girl,
It's about that time. It's pumpkin spice time.
I'm gonna heat up a fajita on that ass. I don't know.
God. Melt that cheddar jack. What that's called? Cheddar jack cheese. It's been a while since I've been back home.
Oh, it faded out. Was that was feeding the? That was called feeding the. That was called feeding the ducks.
Feeding the ducks.
That was called feeding the ducks.
That is one way to describe that act.
It was called, well, I don't know why it's called feeding the ducks, but I do know that it rocks. Hey, what's up, guys? I just rolled through in my Harley, and I'm here at the motel ready for some action.
Blasting it back to the 80s. Jacket wrapped tight. Check it out. 18-inch pythons ready to rumble. Today, live. This is one of those, you know what this is? This is one of those big monster rally. Monster. Trucks.
But no, it's got a wailing guitar and it's
Grave digger. Tonight only.
Action. If you look at me wrong, bro, I'm going to wrap your teeth around my tailpipe. You got me, homie. Listen here. They call me Axel, all right?
64-ounce big gulps exclusive at the arena.
It's 60 miles of hard road, all right? So I ain't taking no chodes. Okay, you step to me, the last step you'll ever take, because you're going off the diving board into the deep end, bro. Yeah.
It's hot dogs and handshakes tonight. Get it while they're live.
It's hot dogs and headbutts, bro.
Yeah, headbutts.
I'll see your asses in the parking lot. Yeah.
I missed that one. Damn it. I'm rusty.
You ask for my girl Viper and she'll set you up.
Oh man.
What is this music? I like that StreamYard is like, we got you free music to put in the background of your podcast.
Hey, I mean, it's right now, it's doing its job. It's inspiring creativity. And probably you can hear like people just like tuning out, just like bye. I don't know what this is.
Free music.
I came here for nerd culture and I came here for comic books, movies, and I got headbutts and handshakes, or hot dogs and headbutts.
You kids are gonna love this stuff. We got this one. Hey man, let's run up the chain of command, but the kids are gonna love this new music.
Today we're talking about awareness and what you can do in your relationships to expand your horizons. And for those of you, maybe you're not doing so well, we're gonna help you out on the podcast Geekscape and maybe get that date you've been looking for, that girl at work that doesn't know you exist. Well, once you kidnap her with our tactics.
That's totally that Tim and Eric. That's that Tim and Eric Interstellar gag.
Yeah. Oh my God. I miss you, buddy. I can't wait to see you, man. You gotta come. You gotta roll through.
Can't wait. And like, I'll tell you what. Like, I got really lucky. Like I said earlier, I'm getting relocated back to the Bay Area, which is exactly where a lot of these guys, Gideon, the drummer, Jacob, the producer, and also the recording, the mixer, they're all based out of there. They're huge punk rock guys. They know that whole community. So super excited to get back there and then just start. I mean, right now we have 20 demos ready to go. So it's not even a matter of writing songs, it's just getting in there and recording it.
Right,
so for anybody who wants to check it out, bestlaidplan.net is the best way to kind of keep tabs. We also have all of our socials. Most of them are BLP banned, but if you go to the website, it's hyperlinked. And then next month we're starting our Kickstarter, and the Kickstarter is going to be pretty cool. It's going to have vinyl pressings of the EP. It's going to have t-shirts, merch, stickers, but then it's also going to have contributions towards the second album. So for example, if you want to write your own song, there's 3 limited slots where you and I can write a song together, and it could be featured on the next album.
I got one right here. Anyway,
I got this song, Hot Dogs and Headbutts.
Hey man, chodes hit the road because I'm coming through. You got me.
Disclaimer: the song's got to be good.
What are you talking about, bro? I got this song coming down the pipeline, ready to ram away, bro. You got me, bro. I'm just
the rock and roll one's the best one. That's the best one. Oh, and this is.
I like this one.
I
sweet.
like picking flowers on a Sunday afternoon.
I showed Jonathan this earlier.
Making
But
daydreams until night shows me the moon.
this little guy. This little guy. He's just eating his ramen, head nodding.
I understand that Kevin and I would just spend nights in the radio station grabbing tracks, slapping them on the CD player or the record player, and just making up crap like this. And we were just delusional. We'd just be like rambling, trying different stupid storylines and skits. Dude, it feels good to have you doing this on Geekscape.
It's fun. It's fun. And it's a blast from the past. Like, I think everybody who grew up in our era of that 1990s, 2000s, like, there's a nostalgia to it that's legit because we didn't have smartphones. We didn't have, I mean, we had internet, but we didn't have it the way people do now. And there was just a different vibe to that era in how music was, how radio was, how all of our entertainment was consumed. So I think it's fun to bring that back. And I think it's fun to kind of, and like, that's what this music is about as well. It's kind of exploring that same era.
Because I like eating lollipops and I like bonbons too. And I like on my pogo stick and hopping over to you. And I like raindrops and rainbows and my best friend Bunny Roo.
Just kidding.
There's a good skit, the berries and cream skit. So I think we've already berries and cream. What? Berries and cream. I'm a little boy who loves berries and cream.
No, I like. That's from Kids in the Hall. What's that from?
I don't know who did it. I don't know.
I like. I thought you were gonna do the molasses song from Over the Garden Wall, which is
the other one. Will Ferrell does a really funny one in one of his movies where he does the little kid in the sweatshop, like the little boy with his lollipop in the sweatshop.
Listen, Kevin, I can't do this show forever, even though we've been doing this show specifically for 25 years.
In our heads.
Come back. Get on the same freaking coast as me, the same time zone as me, and let's do this more often, because I lost my co-host for 20 plus years, and it's like I don't have a limb. It's like missing a limb. All right. Let's find a way to get you on Geekscape more. Let's get you back here in January, February, and let's collab more, baby. Let's use some best laid plans and hear the prophecy. And I'll tell you what, you said next month for the Kickstarter. I hope that month you're talking about is actually January or February, because holidays eat up everybody's dollar.
Ooh,
and I wanted, I'll tell you, I wanted to do the Hear the Prophecy Kickstarter in January, February. But as I said in the last episode, Geekscape, is you can go back and hear it. The reason the Hear the Prophecy Kickstarter, where you can go to heartheprophecy.com and check out the Kickstarter for issue 2 right now. The reason I think that it's having some, it's doing fine. It'll fund with your help, Geekscapists, and I'm confident that we're going to run with it. But Thanksgiving, which we're in the week now, is here in the States, it's hard to get some dollars out of people who are traveling, and their attention is with family. They're not in front of the computer. They're not in front of their smartphone. I hope they're not paying attention to your Kickstarter. So that's really hard. It's kind of a dead zone. And then going into Christmas travel again, all that stuff, like their dollars are elsewhere. They're not necessarily going to be running into it. That stuff kind of frees up a little bit more in January, February. We had a successful launch in February that took us into March, and we had a successful campaign. This campaign that we're in for issue 2 is a little bit more of a war, and it's fine. I haven't been fighting too hard, and we are 65+% of the way there. But we had to do it now because issue 3 is being worked on now, and we don't want to back up the timeline. I said that last week on the show with Tom Hoskinson, our artist, who was my guest, and I love him. We don't want to back up issue 3 because I'm waiting strategically for like the best perfect time to do issue 2's Kickstarter. Like issue 2's Kickstarter had to do an issue like now, so we could have issue 3 at a better time, and then issue 4, issue 5, issue 6. There's a Sam comic. There's other comics coming from Geekscape that I'm not involved in. We are trying to build something here, like a little imprint for comics coming from us in our brains. So thank you for your support. Heartheprophecy.com is the best way to support us currently.
Yep. And I will tell you, I am your #1 fan. I've got the signed autographed copy of issue #1, and I'm already subscribed for issue #2. So Geekscape,
brother,
check it out.
You're in issue #2.
Oh, that's right. I actually am.
You're actually
I
in issue number 2.
my Kickstarter ripped off your idea because it's an anime band. You get to get drawn into our next album liner. So I ripped off your idea.
You didn't rip off. You think that I didn't see that from like 17 other comic book
Yeah.
Kickstarters that are doing that. They have a ton of comic book Kickstarter. Every comic book Kickstarter says get drawn into my issue. What I don't like is when somebody's like, "We'll draw you into our issue," and you're like a tiny person in a crowd.
Yeah,
And I'm like,
yeah.
yo, what the hell is that? You saw one of the frames that you're in, one of the panels that you're in. You're
It's big.
like, you're like a third of the panel. And the other panel you're in just as much of that panel, if not more. So if you pay for our $300 package of Hear the Prophecy 2 to put your visage, to put your face in Hear the Prophecy 3, you ain't getting a background character in a crowd shot. You are getting Tom Hoskinson drawing you properly in a really cool. I'll throw you some lines. You're going to get some action probably. There's one donor for issue 2, and Tom knows this, I wasn't happy with her prominence in the frame. I thought she got buried. And sorry, like that's how the scene was the scene, and like there's so I'm taking that character and I'm going to put her in issue 3 free of charge because I'm not happy that and Tom gets it. Like,
Yeah,
there's only so much space on a page.
That's the way to do it. You got to respect.
I'm putting her in issue 3.
The investment.
I wasn't down. I was like, this girl paid $250, $300 to be in a comic. You can see her in the background holding a knife. Like, no, that ain't playing. All good. She needed to be just some action. So, Geekscapists, we're not gonna. We love you. Like, we've been with you for 20 years. We're not gonna do you like that. And just like I'm not gonna recommend trash to you guys. And that's why you're gonna go to bestlaidplan.net and you're gonna check out Kevin's band. You're gonna find out all the streaming.
If you like Akira, if you like Ghost in the Shell, if you like Tank Girl from your from your comic book days, you're gonna love the anime. And if you like Blink-182, Green Day, Alkaline Trio, Saves the Day,
the Epitaph bands,
you're gonna like the music.
I would say the Epitaph bands, the Hopeless bands, all the skate punk bands were kind of what you're channeling, and I love that stuff, dude. Yeah. I love your music.
And then stay tuned for the Kickstarter, and also stay tuned. I've got an awesome playlist that's got all of the things that we love from like the influences, both modern and old, but like Spotify playlist that is just killer. Put it on and you'll never have to listen to another playlist again. So all that stuff is going up on the website. Check it out, or follow us on socials, BLP Band, anywhere that you have a social media account.
Dude, thanks for coming on. I've been digging a lot of that stuff recently. I think my next script is in that world.
Yeah. And Nobody Wears Shorts in Japan is coming to you on the next album. So if you want to see that one, John got a sneak peek, but it's going to be sick. It's going to be sick.
I love that song. Can't wait for that song to be done properly. It rips already. Love you, dude. Geekscapists, we'll see you next week. And again, Circle. Do we see you next week? I think actually the next episode you're going to get is December 5th live as part of the charity stream for Big Brothers Big Sisters. Go to geekscapegives.com and see more about that. But we are streaming all live on December 5th. It's my birthday. It's the day to give. I want you guys to be a part of it. Where a lot of the Geekscape shows are present on that one. So check out the Geekscape stream on December 5th for Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yeah, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday.
Thanks, big body. What I really want people to do is order copies of issue 2 of Hear the Prophecy.
Yeah.
Thanks, big buddy.
If you weren't there in the beginning, you'll have no idea why that came out. But watch the whole episode.
Psychopath. All right. Bye, Kev. Love you, dude.
See ya, buddy. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye.